Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I want to talk about the fear of being a beginner and the fear of failure, because most people are so afraid of being a beginner or are so afraid to fail that they don't start. I said fail weird. And there's this one quote that really always stuck out to me, and it is, what if it all works out? Today I want to give you my experiences on when I was afraid to be a beginner and when I was afraid to fail and how I kind of worked through it. For me, the two main things that come to my mind is number one, going to the gym, and number two, starting my YouTube channel. Both very scary things. I was one of these people who said, in my entire life, you're never ever gonna see me inside of a gym. I had no idea of anything. I was the most unsporty person ever. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. And my first time going to the gym was awful because I had no idea how to use anything. Like, even with the cardio machine, I was on the elliptical, I don't know. I was on this machine and it didn't start to work immediately. Like, I don't know, the machine was so weird, and then I kind of freaked out and I was already like, oh my gosh, I cannot even use a cardio machine. And I was so scared to use all the other machines. Like, I remember I couldn't use the leg press machine and it was so bad. I had no plan of what I was doing, and then I left and I cried and I went to McDonald's. And I could have given up at that time, but I'm so glad I didn't give up, and I went again and I went again and I went again, and now it's 4 years, wow, 4 years, almost 4 years later. And the gym pretty much changed my life, so I'm so glad I never gave up. I was scared to tell certain people in my life that I started going to the gym because I was so afraid that I would quit again, and then, you know, what would they think of me? Then I was like, okay, I have now my gym membership. What if I don't go? Then I'm paying it for 12 months. Maybe I'm only going 1 week, you know. And then the next thing was, I didn't have like any shoes, like sneakers for the gym pretty much, and I didn't have like any clothes for the gym. But what if I purchase it and then I'm not going? I was purchasing some really cheap stuff from Primark, but still I was like, oh my god, and I needed this small lock for the gym, and then I was like, what if I don't have enough time? And there were so many things that I was afraid before I started going to the gym, things that I don't even think about now. If you start something like going to the gym, there are only two options pretty much. Number one, you don't like it and you just don't go anymore. What's the big deal of that? If you really think about it, if you, let's say anything else, let's say YouTube, let's say a new job, let's say you wanna start dancing, whatever it is, okay? Maybe you just don't like it. Then you tried it. At least you tried it, because if you don't try it, you will never know. And the second option is, it will change your life. And this is what happened for me with the gym. If I never started because I was so afraid of failing, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Being a beginner in the gym is uncomfortable, but we all have to start somewhere. Everyone was a beginner at some point. Everyone started somewhere. If you don't start, you will never progress. So you have to do certain things that are uncomfortable to grow in life. There is no shortcut or anything. You just have to get through the beginner stage, and you will get better, and you will get better after time. You will never get anywhere in life if you're always comfortable. When it comes to failing, I think you don't fail unless you stop trying, as dumb as it sounds, but you don't fail the gym or whatever you're starting unless you stop trying. Yeah, I mean, except you don't like it and you just don't want to, you know. And then it failed. Let's say, okay, you tried the gym, it's not for you, you failed, you just stopped because you didn't like it. Failure also redirects you and shows you, hey, I can try different sports. I don't like my job, I don't like what I'm studying, I can try something different. I just graduated from law school, and if I think about how many people start law school and quit like within the first semester because they don't like it, what's the big deal of it? At least you tried it. Things just take time in life. No one ever went to a gym and was a pro, you know? We all started somewhere, we all did random stuff in the beginning, we all didn't know what we were doing. It takes time to get better, and I think that's where also a lot of people fail, because they try something, they don't like it, it's hard, and they stop. If it's hard, if there's resistance, don't give up and be like, oh, well, not for me. Push through it, push through it. be more persistent than your resistance. You have to keep trying, keep going, and be like, I want it. I want to be able to squat, I don't know, 100 kg one day, or I want to have a nice body, or whatever it is while you're signing up for the gym. You have to keep trying, and you have to be persistent. I think this is the misconception of things need to be easy, or I don't know, it's like kind of like having a talent or whatever it is. No. Let's say you want to be a singer, okay? Maybe it takes some talent. Let's say it takes some talent, but it's the people that work hard that get somewhere. You need to practice your singing, you need to practice your songwriting, you need to practice your instruments. It's about practice and persisting. Even though if people are telling you no, you're not good enough, you need to be the person that believes in you and keeps going and keeps pushing through. Because if you think about how many famous people got rejected by record labels or auditioned for acting roles, all the famous people pretty much, they got rejected multiple times, sometimes even before they had their breakthrough. And let's imagine someone like Taylor Swift would have been, oh well, yeah, a record label does not want me, I guess it's not for me. Guys, it's not for me. You have to be the person who believes in you. No one else is gonna believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to push yourself. No one is gonna wake you up and be like, hey, let's go to the gym. No one's gonna do that for you. You really have to be so determined to do the things that you want to do. Before I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to do it for the longest time, but I was so afraid. I was afraid that people in real life would find out and make fun of me. I was afraid that I would fail. I was afraid that I didn't know how to edit and all of these things. Like, I would be thinking of things like, what's my name gonna be? What's my channel banner gonna be? Like, how do you even create a channel? How do you create videos? I had no idea, and it was very, very intimidating. But one day I was like, but I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to be old and be like, oh my gosh, I wish I started my YouTube channel, but I was so afraid of what people would think about me, or that I was a beginner and my videos might be bad. And my first videos were bad, like they were really bad. And it has been a progress. You just get better and better the more you do it. Maybe some people are better faster, but it doesn't mean that you cannot get to the same stage. I feel like it's all about hard work. It's never about talent. It's all about hard work, how hard you're working, and how hard you're believing in yourself. Now I don't even think about things like that. I don't think about my channel name or my channel banner or how I edit my videos. I just do it. Even if you're not really successful, success is relative, but let's say you're not that successful, in my opinion, you don't fail unless you stop trying. If you stop trying, yes, you failed. Doesn't mean it's bad. Maybe, let's say you start a YouTube channel, it doesn't get to where you want it to be, or it's just not for you. Okay, you failed. Now you tried it, you know, okay, YouTube, social media, not for me. I'm gonna try something different. What's bad about that? What's bad about finding out what's not for you? I don't know. I don't see anything bad there. At least you tried. At least you were brave enough to get into the beginner stage, to fail, and to find something else that you like to do. When people tell you that, I don't know, you cannot do it, or they make fun of you, don't listen to them. Nobody believes you until they see your success. You need to believe in your success first. Let's take maybe law school as an example, because I touched on law school earlier, because this was also a huge part in my life. And now that I finally graduated from law school, I would say that was a success for me, obviously having a law degree. And when I started law school, or I would say the entire law school, my entire law school career, or whatever you want to call it, I felt like I was not smart enough for law school, or I had moments where I didn't feel smart enough for law school. And especially in my first semester, when I didn't have any exam yet and I didn't have any proof that I was smart enough for law school, I realized that I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to study law. I really liked the subject, and I studied hard for my first exam, and I passed it. And a lot of people failed this exam, also because people realized law school is not for them, which is totally fine, because you tried it, you failed, move on, you can do something different. Or like me, you realize you really want to do it, and you just have to study for it. And even later on in my law school years, I failed 2 exams. First one was really hard because I've never failed before that, and I cried. And especially when I failed my second exam, I was debating on giving up, and I could have given up. I could have been like, okay, I'm not smart enough for law school, because this was like probably the hardest exam from all exams, and when I failed it the first time, I was like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I'm smart enough. Instead of giving up, I just took some time off from law school because I really needed it, and then I studied better and harder for the next time, and then I passed it. Don't let people tell you anything. Like, people would say to me, isn't law school too hard? Isn't it boring? Like, look at all the books, how are you gonna study them? And people kind of want to talk you out of it. People kind of want to talk you down. People want to talk you out of things. It's just the way it is. I feel like some people just don't want to see you succeed. Why you're going to the gym? You're gonna quit anyways. Like, what's the point of even trying? Don't let people ever talk you out of something. You need to figure out what you want to do, what you really want to do, and figure out your why. Why do I want to go to the gym? Because I wanted to gain confidence. I wanted my body to improve. I wanted to become stronger and fitter. I now go more for mental reasons, but in the beginning it was, you know, more of a physical goal, which I think for most people it is. And I really wanted it. And it really was a lot of fun for me, and I loved it. And no matter what anyone would have said, I would have never stopped. Same goes for YouTube. I love doing YouTube. I love it. I don't care what people think about it. I don't care what people ever say about it. Be so hard focused on your goals and really work on them no matter what people are saying. I don't know, maybe you have someone that you really look up to. Think about them, think about how they achieved it, and this is gonna be you. You have to believe that you are that person who goes to the gym. You are a person that goes to the gym and who likes to exercise. I think this is the turning point. It all starts and fails in how much you believe in yourself and how willing you are to work hard for things. Because never did anyone ever get anywhere by luck, or I don't know what people want to say. Like, you know, there are people online and they get comments like, oh, you're just lucky, or you just, maybe you got surgery, or whatever they think, because people don't want to admit. They don't want to hear, they don't want to admit to themselves that you get certain things by hard work. And then people will be like, oh, but you had it easy, or, you know, they will talk you out of it. No. You go to the gym, you work hard for your body, you make sure. Honestly, going to the gym and eating healthy, making sure that you eat healthy, that you eat your macros and your protein and whatever, this is hard. It's hard to prep your food and to be consistent with the gym and with food next to having another life, because we all do something else. For me, it was law school and YouTube, and other people work, or whatever it is, you know, and it is a commitment. So don't let people ever talk you out of it, that you were lucky or whatever it is, because you were not. You were not. You were hard working. And people find it easier to believe that you got somewhere because you were lucky, or because, I don't know, you had money, or were in a better situation, whatever it is. Usually it's just hard work. To sum it all up, being a beginner is uncomfortable, but you need to push yourself and you need to get uncomfortable if you want to get anywhere in your life. You need to fail to find out what is for you and what isn't. Always believe in yourself and keep working hard. I feel like these are the most important things that we pretty much figured out of this video. I think that was pretty much it. I'm planning on doing maybe like a how to start going to the gym series, because I touched on it. So subscribe if you want to see that, and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!